Will from day 4 here. As you can tell, it's been an incredibly long 4 days. But I just wanted to say before you start watching the video that the weather did get a bit too bad and it got too dangerous. So I won't actually be spending the night in the shelter, but we do build it fully and we have a nice fire. And it is quite an eventful pouring rain 4 days. Enjoy the video, but I wanted to let you guys know that I won't be sleeping in it and just set the record straight right off the bat. But on this note, I will send you guys back to Will from the Pass. Enjoy. We're stuck in the woods, but we're thriving. Let me show you why. Washington and British Columbia is getting flooded completely. The spot I was heading to after my last video, completely jammed. The highway, the Trans-Canadian Highway, every way there, except for a 7-hour detour, has been completely shut down. Which led me last night to this exact spot, 40-minute north of where I was. Unfortunately, to get here, I had to go through a village and up a mountain. And this morning, when I went down to the village, the road was flooded. So I guess for the next 2 to 3 days, I'm stuck here, which a regular person probably wouldn't be stoked about. But here's what I found out. This beautiful area where I am right now, completely mine. You think I'm not gonna take advantage of that? We've got food for a month. We've got water, lots and lots of water, and an entire forest as our playground for 3 whole days. We're building a shelter. It's currently 2:19 and the sun sets at around 4 p.m. here. So my goal is just to find a location where I can build the shelter, and then tomorrow we're gonna start building it and probably sleep in it. There's a beautiful stream right here. I think that's where I'm gonna get my water from. Also, if you're wondering why I'm wearing all black today, let me show you why. I'm having too much fun right now. So this forest got through a wildfire some years ago. Basically every trunk is charred. And often what happened years later is that the trees themselves can't stay up. So when there's a windstorm that comes through, then all the trees start falling off to the ground. We found 2 options and there's a clear winner. There it is. Let me give you a close-up. Option number 1. I know it's hard to see the vision right now, but you're gonna regret if you click off this video, because boy do I have a vision. We got a nice little stump, all hollow in the middle. I got plans for this. We have this bad boy be used as a wind cover. We have this nice big old piece of wood that fell right over the shelter. Whoa, stay with me, camera. This is a little bit more hollow, so we can actually dig a lot less and then still build a floor in case it rains. Probably will, it's been raining for 10 days. This is an easy access to very piffy dry wood. That last part might not seem very important, but I've been doing this every single week if you watch my other videos. There's nothing but wet wood everywhere I go, and my fires are just a struggle to keep going. This time, I'm not making that mistake again. So that last part is very, very important. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be coming back here and we're getting going on the shelter, regardless of the weather. But as of right now, I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. So I'm probably gonna go back to my car, sleep in there tonight, and then I will catch you back in the morning for this shelter. I'm thinking I'm gonna have a little fire and some food and some tea. All right, who forgot to turn off the fog machine? roasted red pepper Alfredo pasta, always a banger. Good morning. It's pouring rain. Is that gonna stop us from building a shelter? Hell no. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee first, just so I can kickstart my brain. The flooding warning is gone now, but the roads remain closed, so we're still here for a day, and we still got the place at least for a day. I am hoping my audio is not too affected. I had to take my creator content on my GoPro off. Holy pouring rain, man. It's already later in the morning, but it's on purpose this time around because the Browns are playing. It's Sunday today. This might just be, I don't know, maybe one of our 3 wins this year. I wouldn't want to miss it. I'll wait till they lose, which they will, like they always do. And then we're gonna head up in the woods. And there it is. See, you never have to wait long with the Browns. You can just get on with your day, which is great. I don't have rain gears, unfortunately, so we're gonna be going with layers and just keep switching them. Gonna put my stuff here because I want it to stay dry. We're back at the shelter. I kid you not, guys, it is pouring. Since it's drenched, I'm not gonna make it pretty, I'm not gonna make it cute, I'm just making it efficient, have a good time, not be miserable. So that's what we're doing. Whatever I can brute force, I will brute force. Get to it. Project number 1. I wanna make this where we're gonna sleep. So I'm gonna be digging out everything. I'm gonna take some rocks, put them aside, keep the moss for the roof, and then once that's done, we can start building the walls. And this is why I always start with outlining my shelter, because you just never know what you're gonna get. And today what we got is a big old root. I'm not gonna be a jerk and cut off his leg because I wanna have a 3-day fun survival trip. So I'm gonna work around this, and once we have the outline, then we can kind of know what to get as far as logs. Oh my God. Look at this big boy. Ah. Woo. This is gonna be the bed area, so I wanted a little bit less than this and even less than this just for the cold draft, which it will barely get below freezing tonight, probably around 0 Celsius. So I'm not too worried about it, but still the proper way to do it, so might as well. I'm pretty much done, except there's a couple rocks that are just barely poking out. Oh, my beautiful level ground. Oh man, there's 2 of them. No wonder. But these branches, man. This here is gonna be the edge of the shelter. So we're gonna make this one even deeper. So if any of the cold or water comes in, hopefully it gets stuck right here. Oh. Well, we meet again. Oh man. This one right here, I think, is gonna have to stay. Yeah, look at the size of this thing. Yeah, there's no way I'm moving that. All right, foundation's finished. Look, I will likely make a table, so if we spend the night, I can put the lantern and some food in there. My hair is just having a day, hey. I just did laundry. I mean, it is only gonna get worse. Debating if I want to make a trench for water. I think since it's just a night, it's a lot of work, not super fun. I'm gonna skip that. Let's level this out as a table. You gotta make it cute, you know. Let's go get some logs now. Stuff exactly like this. That's what I need. I think we just found the Holy Grail. Those are logs from the forest fire, I believe, because that's gonna make the place so sturdy. Those things are full of water. Who needs a gym? I think we have enough for at least the foundation. So let's get it going because it's getting muddy in here and I don't want it to be that wet. These bad boys here are gonna go one here and one here is where I'm gonna put all my logs, because if the water does get through, I'm bent down enough right now. I want to be off the ground and not on the ground. Look how cool this mushroom is. They're everywhere where I'm at. They're called the red-belted fungi, or polypore, I guess, which is one of the most destructive mushroom of all. But it also plays a really important part in decaying all the dead wood, which this whole forest really needs. So you can see them everywhere. It's too bad they're not edible, because maybe I could have had a bit of a mushroom pasta for supper, which would have been delicious, but it is what it is. Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with me, that this is like the most fun thing ever. I feel like a kid on Christmas. All right, enough yapping, let's go. It's coming along. I love it. Don't worry if it doesn't look comfy. There's an evergreen forest just that way. Once I'm finished with the roof, I'm planning on bringing all that green on top. I just don't want to do it right away, otherwise it's all gonna get wet. So we're gonna get going rather on the roof. For the roof, I'm gonna get a big log that goes all the way across the shelter. This big old branch, I'm gonna break it. It's gonna lean on an even bigger branch that I'm planning on putting from here. I know I'm not good at explaining things, but just give me like a minute, I'll show you. There she goes. Boy, I hope you all enjoy these different angles, because it's making my life a lot more complicated these days. These beams are just so dirty. No. We have the foundation of a ceiling, guys. Well, fellas, I'm filming this on my phone. The GoPro died. I went through like 5 batteries today. I've got motivation for days. I've got energy for days. I want to keep going. I think I might be a bit above my head if I want to finish it today. This took me like a straight 6 hour of non-stop work. Quick interim. I'm gonna go back to the car. I need to get washed off somehow. We're catching back up exactly where I left it off, but tomorrow. See you then. Why do we ever grow up, huh? Playing in the mud is where it's at, I'm telling you. We're making life too complicated. It's really just not that deep. I'm having the time of my life. I think I'm gonna jump in, but that part is gonna stay off camera. Clean. I could go for a beer right now, honestly. Guess we'll have to settle for some good scotch. Yes, I am having scotch in a coffee mug, and I don't want to hear anything about it. It tastes the exact same. I just saw the final score of the Browns game. What are we doing, man? Like, I just don't get it. I'm Canadian. I could have picked any team. I will die loving this team, but I have so many regrets. Last night was the craziest storm I've seen in months, and that is not lightly said. It woke me up, I don't know how many times, that's how loud it was. But then I looked at the weather, and apparently it's supposed to be even worse tonight, so I got a severe weather alert this morning. That's never good. You can see the stream is just flowing like crazy. This is why we have layers in the base. And you know when I was telling you I needed to build a little bit of a canal? Otherwise the river was gonna run through it. Well, I was right. The river is in fact running through it. Right next to the shelter, there's a little river. And it's creating a bunch of little ponds, basically. We gotta finish up the place, man. Okay, first order of business today, we're gonna leave the roof like this for just a couple more hours. I wanna get the fire going. I wanna stack him on top here, make a little oven almost. And this, which goes all the way through the trunk, is gonna basically serve as my chimney so I don't smoke out the place. Okay, what I thought was gonna happen happened. I need to use mud in between my layers. I was hoping that I could find big enough rocks, but we're gonna start again, but with mud. It's getting incredibly dark in here, not because it's late, just because there's a massive, huge storm incoming. I can feel it. The wind is just giving thunder. Now the last thing I need is a big flat rod. I think this one right here would do great if I can lift it. It'll get there, little by little. We're here. I was maybe a bit too ambitious. It's finished yet again, and I've got an epiphany. Why do I need this huge, massive rock? All I need is something to cover it up so the rain doesn't get to it. I could just use wood. Let's go find a big flat piece of wood, and I think that'll work just fine. We have a new front step because I didn't carry this rock here for nothing. I may have thrown it in and it bounced and everything crumbled again. I'm not gonna show you, but I rebuilt it again. So we're done with the stove, finally. I also found this cute little flat rock when I was looking for a rock for a little shelf. To get going on my ceiling, I'm gonna collect as many dead branch and dead trees as I can find. The reason there's so many dead trees on the floor is because they all got derooted when the fire came. Okay, so we have enough dead wood that we can start throwing some branches on top, bigger branches, and it won't fall through. We got a bed, or at least a comfier seat, you know what I mean? Driest wood around, baby. Hidden by a big old trunk. I just saw my fort tree fall over today. I'm currently in the middle of a forest that burned a long time ago, and unfortunately none of the roots really are solid in the ground. I'm at a spot where I know I want to push the limit, and I know I want to sleep in the shelter, but unfortunately there has to be a limit on what's safe and what's wise to do, and I think sleeping in it and risking having one of the tree around my shelter fall over and basically die just seems to be one of those boundaries for me, which is unfortunate because I built it over 4 days. But I still want to have a fire. I want to have a good meal. I brought everything over to have that. At least get the shelter open for good. It is what it is, but maybe next time. The camera will never be able to catch this sunset, but holy. The storm calmed down and we just had the most beautiful sunset. I don't know where that came from. So while the coal is getting done, we're having polenta, which I have no clue what it is. I saw it, I was intrigued. It's some sort of corn something, apparently very filling. Let's find out if it's good. Oh, there's liquid in here. Is that normal? And yes, I know my hands are dirty. I put them in the pond. I tried to clean them. It is what it is. It's just for me. I don't care. Fake bacon bits. This stuff is addicting. It is so salty. Can you hear the crunch? That stuff is amazing. It's not quite hot enough yet, but I'm gonna put it on. It's starting to smell pretty good. Oh. Okay, I may have burned them a little bit. We completely burned them. Whoops. I'm sure it's nothing a little bit of buffalo hot sauce can't fix. This is not my best work, but we're giving it a shot anyway. Apart from the fact that it's burnt and I can taste the burntness, the rest of it tastes freaking amazing. I'm buying this again. It has a texture of like those cheesecake almost, but it tastes great. Well, fellas, this was probably my most chaotic video ever. But I think the survival shelter was a success, personally. It was all worth it. But yeah, I'm probably gonna call it here.